So let's have a look at how we can add a second contact, third, fourth, doesn't really matter how many, but add another contact to an item of connector data with a particular relationship via the API. So we've got our contacts here. We can see that I'm the sales rep, but I want to add another contact, but I want to do it via the API. It's being done from another application perhaps, or another process, not a user doing it manually. So same as with the other examples, we'll use Zapier here as an example, but of course how you would do this depends on where you're getting the information from and who's firing, but the principle and the required information remains the same. So I can go here, and I've already got this here in Zapier has come in, so I'll just show you the outgoing and how to get the information from wherever it comes from into Macanta. So we'll go into our webhook and we have to set that up, so HTTPS, and again you have to replace what I've got as staging with your app ID dot macantacrm.com/rest/v1/edit. Okay, payload is JSON, and then we're going to change these and we're going to get different information in here. So we do need our API key, and again you get your API key in your app from under the Securities tab, and you can just copy that there. And then we also need some other bits and pieces. So we need a contact ID. We need what is called a CDGUID, and I'll come on to that. We've got our API key. We need our connected group, which is our data object type, and we need our connected relationship. Okay, so we know our connected group, our data object is opportunities, and if we go and have a look at our available relationships, I want it to be the homeowner that I'm going to attach. So I just say here homeowner. Then the contact ID. Now again, having the contact ID depends on what you've done and where things have come from. I know that I've copied this contact ID, and that's the contact that I want to connect to this item of connector of data. And then we've got the CDGUID, and that is, if you look in the interface, you'll see each item has a unique ID here. And that's what that is. It identifies, well, which item is it that you want to connect them to. So again, when you're passing data out of Macanta to other systems and back in, you need to be aware that at some point you are likely to need that number, depending on what your actions are. Because I've sent the information into Macanta, I can just go here and select it from here. And I've got it there, and that's the one SIKE that it ends in, and that's going to be that one up there. So I've got that. So now I know I can fire this at Macanta and it'll connect the contact that has that contact ID in. So I can go here, we can say continue, and I will just test that. We've come back green, always handy. So I'll just refresh the interface. We go and have a look at opportunities, choose the correct one, and now we can see Erwin has been added as other related contacts as the homeowner, just as we wanted. So that is how to add relationships to data object items via the API.